What is this clip?
I don't believe it. That's so fucked up. Nems would not do this to his dog.
Okay, dude. Whatever. I can't be arsed with you guys. Is anything to do with dogs just going to be me, like... Is that going to stay with me forever? Can that go? I feel like I'm not always going to be known as the dog fucker, because I don't fuck dogs. Oh yeah, sorry about last night. I had to end stream early because I got a text from my sister saying that my nephew got rushed to the hospital, and so I ended stream obviously because I'm going to go see him at the hospital. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go see what happens. He hit his head on a wall and he sliced his head open, okay? Now, I was like, okay, I hope he's fine. I got there. He looked good, right? Little slice on his head. And I made a little joke and my sister got mad at me. Because I went there and she was like, my nephew's in the hospital. He's got his little sliced head open. And I said, he's going to be as dumb as me now. And she was not happy with that. I thought it was a little joke, a little tiny one. And she was like, yeah, that's not funny. What if he's actually hurt his head? I was like, I don't think it looks fine. Hey lads, you know what I did today? I went to the store to post a PS4 that I sold. Okay? Because I sold the PS4. I've got a PS5 now. Don't need the PS4. Just going to sell it. So I sold the PS4. And I'm sat in the car park banging some tunes outside of Tesco's, right? Banging tunes in my car. They're banging. The ones that were on my playlist that you guys flame me for. Saying, Nems, your music taste is garbage, okay? These two kids... okay, whatever. These two kids and their mum are next to my car. And they're pointing their thumb up at me, okay? And they're pointing their thumb up and I turned the music down. And I did that thing like, you know, where you're like, what are you saying? What are you saying? And they went... Bangin Tunes, mate. Bangin Tunes. And I went, cheers. And I turned it back up. And I felt so cool. I had my sunglasses on. I weren't banging kids. It said... They just said Bangin Tunes. It was like two kids that like were liking the music. And they said Bangin Tunes. Do you know what I realised? What's way more serious for me? When I'm on stream and I'm acting, you know, I'm telling stories to you guys, and you guys call me degenerate, loser, and all these nice words. If I see an English person insult me in chat, that hurts me. Like, more than anything. I'm not even trolling, by the way. If someone in my chat says, you're a fucking degenerate loser, and I know he's, like, American, right? But if some guy writes in my chat, like, fucking hell, you're a twat, or Jesus, mate, like, I can tell he's English and he's insulting me, and I feel like I'm, like, letting down my country. I feel like British people, like, watch me and they're like, man, you're just a fucking twat, dude. You get out.
Old Nems' back pock.
Pause.
Amazing what some compliments by 10-year-old kids can do to a grown British adult.
That didn't do... It did make my day better, but it didn't change... Okay, shut up. Yeah, Bangin Tunes, thanks for... Yeah, of course you're called Banger Tunes. Go fuck yourself, man. Hey, I felt better that they complimented my music, because my chat just says, Nems, your music sucks. Okay? But, like, then these little kids outside of Tesco's were like, hey, man, Bangin Tunes. So, and that meant more to me than some retard in chat going, you suck. Okay, man? You listen to music that appeals to 10-year-olds. Actually never thought of it that way. The mum said it was good too. Wait, maybe they were taking the piss. Maybe they were fucking taking the piss out of me, actually, now I think of it. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They weren't, man. They weren't bullying me. Do you know what I did yesterday for fun? I made a Tinder yesterday just to see what, like, it was like. Just to see how it, like... Just to see what, like, people do on there, just for fun. Yeah, so I made a Tinder, and I'm just looking around, and I've heard stories about girls being very superficial on there. I wanted to have a little look. Just peruse around, and I it wasn't Grindr, it was Tinder, okay? And some girl messaged me, and she was like, hey, you're cute. And I was like, thanks. I was like, you're cute too. And then she was kind of cute. And then she said, how tall are you? And I was like, 6 foot. And she was like, do you want to meet up? I was like, really? Literally within, I swear to God, I didn't even I didn't like talk to her at all. She just wanted to meet up with me. She's like, hey, do you want to meet up? And I was like, sure. I was like, how tall are you? And she said, 4'11". And I was like, I don't want to fuck a hobbit. She got so annoyed at me. I was like, I'm joking, dude. I said to her, I'm joking. It was banter. And then she was she was like, you didn't have to call me a hobbit. I was like, it's a joke, dude. It's not fake. I will show it. I swear to God. Okay, does anyone else do this? Okay, I have like a dark sense of humor, or like I like trolling, right? So I will test someone a little bit. I'll say something a little bit dark, a little bit out there. I won't say I fucked my dog on the first day, which I don't do anyway. But I will I would test it a little bit, like just to see how she feels towards stuff. I was saying this story to someone yesterday. Would you kill a kitten? Okay, who is your... Okay, let's just get this out a little bit. Who is your dream girl? Dream girl in any world. Like, you can have any celebrity, any girl. Oh, don't write my girlfriend, you actual loser. That guy's girlfriend is right behind him, dude, for sure. Stop writing your ex, guys, and my mum. Just write someone real. Stop writing my ex's fucking username. Guys, can you just... Guys, I will ban you. Okay, dude? Now, you get to have sex with a dream girl of your life for the rest of your life whenever you want. And she loves you, okay? But you have to kill a kitten. One time, and that's all you need to do. Are you doing it? This is like a moral question I like to ask people. The cat's dead. Easy kill. Now, my friends were like, no, never. That's so fucked up. I'm a soft guy, and even I would do it. The cat's already dead. No, bitches aren't worth a cat. Okay, now... Would you kill a kitten for £1 million? Because then I asked that afterwards, because he was like, no, I don't really care about sex that much. For £1 million? No, I don't think I'd do it, dude. Hand me another kitten and I'll get 2 mil. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. You don't have infinite kittens, either. No, you don't have to shoot it. It has to be personal. You have to pet it for an hour. You have to pet it for an hour and kind of love it a little bit. You have to pet it for an hour and get close. Now he's your friend, okay? He's your little kitten. Man, seeing some of these things you guys write is so fucked up. Someone goes, I would snap his neck like a Pringle. Fuck off, man. My dad's a legend. He told me another story today about something that he did. He told me an old story that he did anyway. Like, my dad tells me stories that he's told me before, and I'm like, yeah, I've heard it before, Dad. But my dad once, he used to live in a foster home, and he used to have sex with so many girls in the foster home when he was like 14. My dad had sex with a 30-year-old woman when he was like 14 as well. My dad's had a weird life, dude, okay? So when he was in the foster home, he had sex with like a 30-year-old woman when he was 14. And then when he got to like 17 years old, he went outside of the foster home. He stole a car. And then he picked up a girl that he met on CB radio. They were like these little radio things that he used to talk on. And he like picked up this girl after he stole the car, took her to a field, and then he shagged her on top of the car on this hill. And then he took her back home and then took the car that he stole and left it right outside the house that he stole it from. My dad's a fucking weirdo. And my dad was like, hey, I watched your YouTube video and you talked about killing a lynx. I was like, Dad, yeah. And he's like, I don't think you could kill a lynx, Ash. And I'm like, why not? And he's like, okay, let me tell you a story. When I was young, I was drunk. And I was walking through a field and a badger chased me. And he was vicious. And I'm like, okay, Dad. He's like, so I ran away from the badger and climbed up a tree. And I hid in it while I was drunk. And I was like, what are you on about? And he's like, and this badger was sitting beneath the tree and he wouldn't leave. What the fuck? And he's like, yeah, I sat in the tree for 14 hours and the badger just sat there and waited for me to come down. I'm like, you're such a liar, Dad. That did not happen. And he's like, it did. Are you going to tell that on your stream now? And I'm like, are you telling me stories to tell on my stream? Like, seriously? My dad's making shit up now just so I can tell you guys it for no reason. He's like, yeah, Dad. He's like, yeah, I did this. And then I teleported out the tree. I'm like, okay, Dad, I can't be asked. Do you know what my dad said to me as well? You guys are going to love this. My dad let my dog into my room last night. And then he said, be careful, Sully. He might nonce you. And then he closed the door. I was like, Dad, you need to stop watching my stream. I'm getting like, it's like my dad's a viewer. It's like my dad is a fucking viewer of mine now. I can't be arsed with it. I'm like, it's like, yeah, all right, Dad. I have no one to talk to now. Now my dad's fucking one of you guys. I feel like he's going to open my door one day and go, we are Legion.